What's up, guys? Once again, it's Warmage from its Aviation time with part 2 of 8 for the Flight Simulator tutorial series. The second part, or the second tutorial, will be Attitudes and Instrument. In this tutorial, pretty much attitude plus power equals performance. In this training session, you will explore the core fundamentals of flying. We will learn the main attitudes of flight. We will learn how to change pitch attitude to control the speed, and as well as that, we'll adjust the power to control rate of climb or descent, and we will learn to read indicators of aircraft performance on the instrument panel. This tutorial is a little shorter, 1 minute shorter, 7 minutes, and I hope you guys will learn from this video. Like if you do, comment down below any video ideas, any flight ideas, anything like that, and subscribe if you're new to It's Aviation Time, and turn on post notifications so you know when we post new content, hopefully daily. Anyways, let's get straight into the second tutorial.
Embraer.
Alrighty, here we are once again in Sedona with our Cessna 152 training aircraft. Big Mad Jess.
Talking about attitudes of flight, how your plane is
I guess Big
oriented
Woman
relative
Jess.
to the horizon. If you look outside, you can see the cockpit is just about 4 inches below the horizon line. We're flying straight with a decent rate of speed. This is the cruise attitude. Let's see how it reads on your instruments.
So we're gonna press Control 1. If you press a Control key and a number, it'll take you to different views of parts of the aircraft. So like Control 1 takes us to the instruments.
Indicator. As the name implies, it shows your current attitude. The white line is the horizon, with the sky above and the ground below. That orange element in the middle, aligned with the horizon, that's your plane. Just like we saw outside, our current attitude reads pretty much straight and level. Okay, now let's see how much power the engine's generating. Check your tachometer. Looks like we're pushing around 2,300 revolutions per minute. Combined, attitude and engine RPMs translate to aircraft performance.
Here's a tachometer.
Which leads us to your airspeed indicator.
Pretty much RPM. Here's our airspeed indicator right here.
Now, last but not least, check your altimeter.
Altimeter is right here.
To figure out your altitude, you always want to read the small needle first. That's how many thousands of feet up you are. Then on to the big needle for the hundreds. With our current attitude and power output, we're holding a speed of 90 knots and a stable altitude of 6,000 feet. That's about to change. Take the stick when you're ready.
Alright, here we go. Once again, actually, are we flying it now?
Pull back
She gave it to
slightly on the
us.
yoke to raise the nose just above the horizon line.
Anyways, reset the camera again, control space. Go just above the horizon line.
Much, or the angle will be too steep to create lift, and without enough lift, we'll stall. All right, go full throttle.
So we're gonna full throttle up. We're gonna go very high. We're gonna go above the horizon, try to climb out.
Welcome to the climb attitude.
So pretty much, yeah.
See how it shows up on your attitude indicator and tachometer? According to your altimeter, we're gaining altitude.
Here we go. Our V speed here as well will also
But
tell
we're
us.
losing airspeed even at full throttle.
So we were at
So you
90,
can't
now we're at
avoid
80.
basic physics while making a climb. Okay, before we go on, let's get back to a cruise attitude.
Alright, we're gonna descend now a bit
Ease up
more.
on the yoke and aim your nose just below the horizon. Then throttle back down to 2,300 RPMs.
We're gonna aim for that 2,300 RPM on the tachometer. Which is about there. If you see in the green, the small lines is 100 RPM. So we're looking at 2,000. We gotta aim our
Nice job.
nose a little
We're
lower.
now set up with the same attitude and power we had at the top of our lesson.
So as you can see some of the horizon, but not all of it.
Next up is the descent attitude. Start by reducing your RPMs to 1,800.
So we're gonna reduce the RPM
Then drop the
1,800.
plane's nose a bit further below the horizon.
So once again, we're gonna aim for that 1800 RPM. So there it is, and we bring the nose down, and we descend.
Our altitude is decreasing while our speed is picking up.
So yeah, see our speed's now back to 90 knots, and now we're gonna go back to cruise. Once again, we're gonna throttle back up and bring sure that that nose is below the horizon.
There we go. Now that we know how to cruise, climb, and descend, let's talk about the turn attitude. Gently pull the yoke left or right to start rolling the plane.
So we're gonna turn left.
If you take a look outside, you can see how our attitude's changed, but you can also check your instruments for the details. As a general rule, you always want to keep your turns under 30 degrees. At the top of your attitude indicator, there's a series of notches representing 10 degrees each. Use them to control your roll.
See it right here. So we're going around 10 degrees on our turn.
Notice
right now.
Turn, the more you need to pull back on the yoke to make
So yeah, the more we turn, the more speed and the more altitude we're gonna lose.
Roll and push at the same time.
So right now, I'm pulling back a little bit on my joystick.
The closer you get to that pilot state of mind. So keep practicing, and whenever you're done, pass me the controls.
And see, when we level out the turn now, if the plane's generally gonna want to lift up. So you kind of gotta keep it down a little bit. Once again, at the right turn, the plane's gonna want to descend. If you look at our vertical speed or our altimeter, the plane's gonna want to descend. Then we come back, which is a bit faster, it'll come up. So other than that, once again, airspeed indicator, attitude indicator, very important, this one. Altimeter, again, is important. Vertical speed indicator, she didn't talk about it, but that's there. Your tachometer, aka how much RPM you put in. And yeah, other than that, that was about the tutorial. You go up, and you come back down. When you go up, make sure you increase power. When you level off, decrease it a bit. Same when you're descending, decrease it a bit more. And when you're coming back, make sure to increase power. Pretty much, down means less power, up means more power. Pretty simple. And that was tutorial number 2. I'm gonna pass over the controls, and yeah, hopefully,
Thanks. I've got control now.
hopefully that went pretty well. So that's tutorial number 2 finished. Once again, another quick one. I hope you enjoyed watching the video. Maybe hopefully you learned something. Like the video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new to It's Aviation Time, and make sure to turn on those post notifications so you know when we post new content. Other than that, if you would like, comment down below any flight ideas, maybe an airline you want us to fly, an aircraft type, and we'll try to make sure we get that coming out. And yeah, once again, hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next video.